I've never really noticed anything as far as like which one catches fish or not, because I'm pretty sure both of them do. But I'm pretty sure somebody should be able to replicate that mold. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'll let you guys look out here for a minute while I gather my thoughts. Yo, I slept so good last night, chat. I don't even know if I should talk about it, but like, and not because of that either, because like, oh my God, we put our bed on the floor, and the frame that it was on was this hard metal one, and it had like these ridges to it, and it made my shoulders hurt like crazy. So anyway, the whole situation's changed. Am I running weedless? I mean, this setup for the drop shot is really absolutely weedless for the most part. The line blocks a lot of it, and the hook set is on the backside. So when you're dragging through, the line really makes the pathway. But it'll snag on tree branches down here. You can see this stick fish, I'm sure. It's kind of almost lost too a second ago. I hardly ever go weedless though. Every once in a while. I rocked that super fluke the other day, weedless style. I feel like being on a drop is basically our weedless. If I like, am I gonna throw a crankbait or something, I have to keep it above 4 feet. The legend Satyr, what up, dude? Wood bass. Stickfish. Yeah, they're salty boys, huh? What do you think you could do to resalt them at home? Like, let's say you've used them a couple times, you put them back in the bag, you know, you've caught some fish with them. You think you could just add some table salt and they'd be chill? What kind of salt? Rock salt? Sea salt? Like some fine or even some coarse grade Himalayan sea salt? You think that'll catch the fish or what? Free piercings coming right up. Got the finest jewelry here. Could you imagine a fish rocking a robo worm on his lip, talking to his homie fish about, check out my new bling, yo. Oops. It's happened for real, because we broke off on a couple fish. I know they got pierced. Throw some Himalayan on them puppies. MSG, oh, you already know the fish will go crazy if they got a hit of some MSG. probably banned in all 50 states. 51 states. Do we have 51 states now? 52 states. I don't even know. My bad. We need to update the American flag, I think, if that's the case. Alright, you guys think that the secret cove is ready? The fish have come back in there and they're ready to be hooked. Give it a couple more minutes and we'll get over there. Flour salt, I've never heard of. And granular salt. Regular salt? I got some regular salt. Nah, he's all good. I've seen him out here before. He can have it. He's seen me catch that fish over here. He can have that spot. That's not bad. I don't even want it. You guys do that though? Like if you see somebody catching a fish, do you like think that that's the spot? I would probably ask them what they're throwing before I was like, yo, I'm gonna come over here and see if I can catch your fish. What are you catching them on? I mean, I'll tell you, like from across the reservoir. If you're talking to me, I'll tell you. Most of the time, I'm pretty chill. You guys ever tell people that you haven't caught fish when you caught all the fish? Apparently, it's a thing. But when I catch a fish, I want everybody to know I done caught a fish. I don't know why. I guess it's that the accomplishment factor. We were out there for how long? Maybe to hear what their reaction is, you know? All the time. Use a little olive oil to get the salt to stick to the lure again. Dude, that's all right. Blowing the fish whistle, you already know. I always just tell people and even throw out how many I caught to see how they react. Yep. Yeah, fish whistle isn't good right now. All right. Back at it. Look at this thick fish. It's a big one. That would be a personal best for sure. Now there's something this tree is usually producing some monster fish. According to the latest update. There you go. Oh, hang on. You jumped right next to it. Either scared him? What's that about? It's right here. Oh, you missed it. You might have missed a strike on it because my bait was sitting there for quite some time, well before he made any splashes. Little sucker fish. like this approach right now. I think what we got going on is working pretty well. I mean, we could have a couple more right now probably, but we'll take what we can get. To go buy more lures and shit. Be careful, Lucis sphincter. It can add up quick. Bam. Bam's on the boat. What up, my dude? Good morning, bro. Lake record. Just jumped right there. Oh, the stickfish maybe? Is that what you're talking about? What's up, dude? And you guys up here, eye level. I spooked it. St. Croix. These are St. Croix medium fast action rods. This one right here in particular is the 6'6". The one that's sitting back there is a 7 foot. I've used ugly sticks in the past. My uncle actually swears by them. Great rods, pretty indestructible. However, they don't have the right kind of action on the tip that I'm looking for. This medium fast action is very versatile for multiple species of fish in multiple setups and approach. So I could crankbait off of this, I could flip and jig, I could put this on a downrigger and go 60 feet deep, trolling for 4 miles an hour if I wanted to, and not worry about it, the flex being wrong or the rod breaking. You know, obviously it's got its limitations. I'm not going to go catching sharks on it, but I don't see why it couldn't pull in a muskie. It's caught plenty of panfish before. That fast action, that tip is what that fast means, is that the tip is, we're going to react fast to the flick. It's very sensitive. It doesn't, a straight medium rod will bend throughout the rod universally. The fast action portion of it will make that tip action faster. A lot more sensitive. And obviously the length of the rod depends on how more sensitive it is. I just got put onto these 7 foots. They're great for the drop shot. I love them, actually. I don't even know why I'm not using it right now, because that flick is very subtle. You don't have to do much to make the worm jig the way you want it to. And that's what I'm looking for. If I were to use an ugly stick in this instance, the way I'm moving my wrist right now, I would have to be stroking it a lot harder to get the same type of action, just because I'm losing a lot of it in the tip. If that makes any sense to you. You can almost bounce this. I want to get the spring feel out of it. I'm just making that the weight stay stationary, but moving the tip of my rod just enough so that that worm dances up and down, and almost like a loop. These are Premiers. Nice, dude. I'm doing good, bro. You already know. It's a Monday. We vibing. We on the board. Lifetime warranty, as far as I know, they're only 5-year warranties. I'm pretty hard on my equipment, though. I'm not gonna lie. I've dropped this many of times. It rides in the boat the entire way here. I don't know what else to say. Like, I've pulled up logs with it. I have yanked it. I have bent the crap out of it, knowing there's obviously a limit and it will break. But the way that you bend it, the way that how you manipulate the rod, They're very strong, very, very strong. They're a solid one piece. They're great. There's nothing wrong with this thing at all. I love how many guides there are in it. Very strong and durable. There's nothing cheap about this, for sure. The cork is probably my biggest downfall with this one. This rod, is this the limited edition reel? 2016? No. So this rod is from 2017. It's not very old. But the worst part about it, and this little coloration here, I could take off. I have yet to. Point recommends vinegar. It will come right off and it'll look clean and shiny again. But that's regular grease right there. It's fine. This little cork chip is the biggest part, the biggest downfall of this whole rod. This one and this one right here. And that's probably my fault. Like I said, I give these rods hell. I have to have a cork handle. I don't like foam handles. I don't know why. I think it's in the feel. I like the denseness, the density of the cork.